Okay, so a little clarity on the matter. Um, this goes into what I keep saying over and over Hollywood. The movie Lawnmower Man, based on a book by Stephen King, it's about the eccentric Dr. Lawrence Angelo who puts a mentally disabled landscaper, Joe Smith, on a regimen of experimental pills and computer simulated training sequences in hopes of augmenting the man's intelligence. In time, Joe becomes noticeably brighter and also begins to fare much better with the opposite sex. But he develops psychic powers. He realizes that those around him have taken advantage of him and his simplicity his whole life, and he plots a bloody revenge. Dr. Lawrence Angelo works for Virtual Space Industries and runs experiments using psychoactive drugs and virtual reality to enhance cognitive performance using chimpanzees as test subjects. In an experiment labeled Project 5, Angelo has benevolent aims, but VSI is funded by the group or the organization, the government, that goes by the name The Shop. The clandestine group hoping to find military applications for Angelo's research. One of the chimpanzees, gifted with new intelligence, warfare training, and increased aggression, escapes. Angelo consequently decides to recruit intellectually disabled gardener Job Smith as a test subject, telling the man that he will become smarter. Angelo redesigns the intelligent boosting treatments to remove the aggression factors used in the study that was used with the chimpanzees experiments. Job's intelligence is enhanced and he develops psychokinesis and telepathy. He continues training at the lab until an accident forces Angelo to abort the experiment. The project director, Sebastian Timms, keeps tabs on the project progress of the experiment and secretly swaps Angelo's new medication with the old Project 5 supply. When Job invites his new lover, Maureen, to the lab to engage in cybersex, he accidentally destroys her mind. Job continues the treatments on his own and begins killing the people who mistreated him in the past. Job's plan, or actually Job's new plan, is to reach an ultimate stage of evolution by becoming a being of pure energy existing in the VSI computer mainframe, and to become a digital being abandoning his physical body. Dr. Lawrence Angelo remotely accesses the VSI computer, encrypting connections to the outside world and trapping Job in the mainframe. As Job searches for an unencrypted network connection, Angelo sets bombs to destroy the building. Job's promise to Angelo was that he promised upon his birth in the metaverse, he would basically signal Angelo by every telephone on the planet ringing simultaneously. At the end of the movie, Job's escape is through a maintenance line just before the building is destroyed. And later at the end of the movie, when Angelo is safe at home with his son and the boy's mother, the telephone rings, followed by the noise of a second telephone ringing elsewhere, followed by hundreds of telephones ringing around the world. So ultimately, the end game is that Job's existence becomes a part of the AI mainframe, the metaverse, and is basically no longer a human, but a computer a computer entity, um, you know, that basically exists in the AI world, no longer to exist in the physical reality that we know of as life.